is Jennifer Vanderploeg. I am an instructor in training under Jordan Brasser Horsemanship. We are located in Granville, Michigan, and Jordan has been in establishment there for quite some years now. I've been working at Jordan Brasser Horsemanship for about a little over 3 years, I would say. I came from a dressage background. I was traditionally trained and realized that there was a lot more that I wanted to learn about being connected to the horse, wanting the horse to understand and want to be with me rather than using a lot of harsher methods to get them to be in a frame and stay in that frame. So anyway, I would like to record a series of videos that hopefully will help the people that I'm trying to help in learning these kind of techniques. So right here, I want to show a video of a horse that I had just gotten in for training. This horse is about 9 or 10 years old. She's been a trail horse. She's packed around some riders. The starting point in our training begins with the horse's equinality, or their individual personality. That is going to help us understand how best to approach this horse. We are going to be teaching all horses the same things, but just approaching them a little differently according to how they are born and the way that their brain works. This diagram is a good start, a good reference to understand how to approach these 4 different types. Now, the horse that I have is a right brain introvert. She's introverted in the fact where she is not going to show you her emotions right away. She is most likely going to freeze and then explode when put under pressure. And she's also very smart. They're usually horses that are very clever, but they get stuck very easily mentally. And they need a lot more time to give you permission to push them, and they're one of the most dependable horses when they are trained correctly. But up to that point, they can be unpredictable. They can just be a little bit frustrating for people to work with. Now, how I'm starting this horse is one of our basic ground exercises. I am creating a rhythm with the training stick and the string over her back. And I want to stand up by her shoulder on the side, where is the safest spot for you to stand. So I'm really looking just to create a rhythm on this horse, and this may seem like it's not doing anything, but it's actually very important for finding areas of the horse that may be sensitive before you have to be there with your body in an unsafe position. So I'm going to bring this string over her back in a rhythm. All right, switching over to leading the horse. So I want to kind of lead her around. I want to be able to see how she respects my space. She did seem a little pushy when I first got her in, so I'm going to be walking around with a loose lead, probably at least 3 feet, making a lot of direction changes, walking as if she's not even there, making a lot of 180s, being very confident in my steps. If I get her to stop while I'm stopping, that's great. If she's in my space while I'm backing up, I'm going to act exactly like the way another horse would. I'd either kick, or I'm going to throw my hands up and I'm going to get really upset in my body language. She's not going to like that, obviously. So sometimes acting like a fool when the horse is in the wrong spot, it can be very, very effective. Reassuring her is always good. You can tell she's not scared of me. She just realized she was in the wrong spot at the wrong time. Moving on, we're going to continue this exercise for a while. Again, you can see if she is in the wrong spot. I'm going to use my body language to push her out of it. All right, some reassuring. She's shedding like crazy. It was getting everywhere. You can see her licking and chewing. She's blinking. Her ears are moving. These are all signs that she's understanding what I want. She's accepting it. And again, this is her very first time that I've done this with her. You can see how effective learning body language is to training your horses and how quickly you can get results. I'm just testing it out here, walking, stopping. If she stops outside of my personal space bubble, that's ideal. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not going to react at all as long as she's doing that. Well, she's looking around. She's looking pretty good. A little distracted, but really, that's what I need. I need the nose to follow me on a loose line. I need her to stop when I stop. Now, these horses are pretty slow to give you their full trust. These types of exercises repeated builds up a lot of trust because you're being predictable to the point where they can trust you. There's a point where these horses may, the right brain introvert, become unpredictable to your predictableness. That's the point where you're also going to become unpredictable ahead of that horse. She's not at that point now, but when she's under pressure later, she may. That's very typical. All right, so next video here, next clip, we're going to work on backing up. You're going to see what I want is her to start to move away from rhythmic pressure. Whether that rhythmic pressure is from my body, whether it's from the rope attached to her halter, or whether it's from the stick, she needs to be able to walk away, move away from that rhythmic pressure. When I ask her to walk towards me here, you'll watch how quickly the rope drops when she tries to walk forward. And those tries are very, very small. If she were to lean forward, well, I have that rope tight where I'm giving a slight tug and release with my hand. You can't see it in the video. Then I would release. You can see the wiggle is going to stay until she takes a step back. And then it's going to stop. If I were to imagine a wall on both sides of her body right now, whenever her nose hits that wall, that's why you're seeing me bop her face. One quick pull and getting her attention back on me because she's a little distracted. It's simply them hitting a little invisible electric fence with her nose when it goes out of line. All right, so when I ask her to come in, you can see I'm going to drop one foot backwards. I'm going to tilt my body away from her. It's an invitational stance. That's something to really keep an eye on in your body. When you want them to move away, face them. When you want them to come in, cock a leg back, just relax in your body, let it be chill. And she'll get this faster and faster as time goes on. She'll understand when I do that, it's time to come in for some loving and for hugs. She's going to find that to be a very comforting thing. But when I face her in 2 shoulders square, 2 hips square, she needs to understand that it's something to be alert to as well. So again, body language is how horses communicate. It's what they understand. We can use this to our advantage while training. The instant she backs up is the instant you want to release. The faster you release, the faster you're going to get a response from your horse. I've seen many, many times where people tell me they're doing these things and they're not working, and I've seen you do this, but it's not working for me. Well, I go and take a look, and they're really, 5 seconds too late to release, and 5 seconds too late to create a bigger motion, getting bigger than their horse. Their horse tends to be bigger than them, and they're too late. You have to watch your timing. It's extremely critical in training and getting the results that you're looking for. Right now, I'm working now on the circle. I moved those cones to the middle, and later I questioned why I did that because it just kind of became a little bit of a tripping hazard, but all right, so we're starting out with a back up. We want to back her up onto that circle. This is an exercise of responsibility. Now, this is the first time she's done this, so this is my cue. I'm putting my arms straight out to the left, and the string on her other side is just going to be a wall, and it's going to get uncomfortable, and she's going to get bumped by that wall if she's not moving. So she accepted that pretty well. You can tell she's definitely obstinate to thinking of me inside the circle. She's looking to the outside. She's pulling a little bit. Again, while she is on her circle, that's her responsibility to stay on her circle. So you see that I'm not going to move my feet. I'm going to keep my hands at my belly button, my stick at my belly button, until I need to make a change. So here's my change. I'm going to walk straight backwards, and I want to get 2 eyes from her. She had 2 eyes, and then she left. So let's see if we can get 2 eyes here. I'm going to get the smallest try for 2 eyes, and then we're going to change direction. And she's still wanting to leave, giving me 2 eyes. So that was the big bop that you saw. Again, here's my wall, saying that you're going to run into it if you go that way. And then completely chill out when she is on her circle. So she's a little intrigued by this. As you can see, she's licking and chewing. All right, here's our direction change. I'm going to walk straight back from her, not from the wall, from the wall I'm facing, not from her necessarily. We got our change of direction here. You can tell she's an older horse. She's not completely going to be interested in this. She's going to relate to probably the monotonous round pen work she's had before, I'm sure. This training, this 30-day training that she's in is just to get a lot of these exercises finished for her and getting some miles on this horse. So you can see me getting big with that rope, getting some big bops in the face, is because she's continuing to move the incorrect direction. So she's going to run into those walls. And they're big, and then they release. We're not going to make a big issue about it. It's just going to, as long as she's going in the wrong direction, she's going to run into those big walls. It doesn't need to be a fight. All right, so now she's making an assumption. She says, okay, well, most of the time I change the direction, so I'm gonna allow that to happen. Let her feel smart about this. So again, there's the cue. What I'm looking for is the nose. I want the nose to go with the hand. All right, so now she's starting to see the circle. She's paying a little bit better attention. Now we have 2 eyes. That was beautiful. So I'm going to bring her in and give her a pet. When I get a willing 2 eyes that's very soft off the pull on the rope like that, I'm going to release and bring her in and let her chill out for a bit. Send her back out, and we'll start all over again. The goal for this exercise is to have a soft, willing, responsible horse on the circle. This concept is going to translate to riding, in that when I put my horse on a circle, on a straight line, I want it to stay at the same gait, the same speed, until I ask them to change. And this is building up for that concept. So anyway, I will be posting more videos as this training goes on, and please stay posted and feel free to ask with any questions. I'm an instructor at JBH. I am under training under Jordan Brasser. He has many credentials and is known throughout the world for his horsemanship. Thank you for stopping by.